Alright, so guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how you can set up a Facebook ads lead generation campaign using an instant form. So this setup is actually perfect for those who want to collect leads but don't have a website or landing pages yet. So let me go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you should do is, of course, click on the create button. And then after that, we'd like to choose on create new campaign. And then here, we'd like to select on leads. And then finally, click on the continue button. Now, just like that, we are now on the campaign level. So the first thing that you should do is to name the campaign. And for this example, let's just say, just for the sake of this video, let's imagine that we are going to run an ads for a car dealership. So what we're going to do is to name the campaign. So I'll name it car dealership campaign. Next, under the budget, you would like to choose an ad set budget, and then finally click on the next button. So just like that, we are now on the ad set level. Now here on the ad set level, the first thing that you should do again is to name your ad set campaign. So for this example, I'll go ahead and name it again car dealership. Now under the conversion, let's go ahead and choose instant form, and under the Facebook page, so this is where you can choose which Facebook page you would like to use to run your ads. And then under the performance goal, so most likely you want to choose maximize number of leads. Next, under the budget and schedule, let's go ahead and choose daily budget. And for this example, I'll go ahead and enter a 250 pesos budget for this campaign. Now, since I am from the Philippines, so the currency is set to PHP, but if you are in different country, you can either enter equivalent of at least $1. So please do remember that your budget will depend on your advertising goal. So if you want to get more result, of course, you are most likely need to enter a much higher budget. Now for this schedule, so you would normally want to run your ads the day after. So for this example, I'll go ahead and set the campaign to start tomorrow at exactly 12 in the morning. So keep in mind that even though you scheduled your Facebook ads for tomorrow at 12 a.m., it still depends on the Facebook validation. So meaning to say, Facebook will review your ad first, and then this is actually take like a few hours, maybe 24 hours, or sometimes even longer. Alright, so now under the audience, let's go ahead and click on the show more control. So here I can edit the minimum age, as you can see. Now, since we are running an ad for a car dealership, so I don't think that an 18-year-old kid in the Philippines is very likely to have, the ability to buy a car. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's probably only about like a 1% chance, or more or less, right? So I'd rather change it to minimum age of 25 years old at least. Now here under the suggest an audience, let's go ahead and click on the show suggestions. So here, as you can see, we can change the age and also the gender. Now for the age, I'll go ahead and choose 25 to 50 years old. And for the gender, I'll go ahead and choose both men and women. Now we finally get to one of the most important parts of running a Facebook ads, which is the detailed targeting. So this is where you can pinpoint your buyer persona, or the people who are most likely to buy your product. So now, since we're running this ad for a car dealership, I'll go ahead and search for something in line with travelers. So just for the sake of this video, we'll go ahead and choose frequent travelers. Alright, so just like that, we already set up our detailed targeting. So for car dealership campaign, we targeted people, both men and women, under the age of 25 to 50 years old who loves traveling. Alright, so next one is the placement. So under the placement, let's go ahead and click on the show more settings. So I'll suggest editing the platform and only choose only Facebook. So if you don't have Instagram account, so you want to choose Facebook only. And under the placement control, I also suggest choosing only Facebook feed. So what you want to do is exclude everything else and leave only the Facebook feed selected. All right. Now, let me quickly edit the ad set name and add the frequent travelers to the name. So this will help me quickly identify the target audience for this specific ad set. And after that, let me go ahead and click on the next button. Alright, so just like that, we are now on the ad level. So the first thing again that you should do is to name your ad. So I'll go ahead and name it a car dealership again, just for the sake of this video. Now, under the identity, you want to make sure that the correct Facebook page is selected. So you just want to double check on that. Now, under the ad setup, let's go ahead and click on create ad. And then finally select on single image or video. Now, this is where we can create our instant form. So under the destination, so again, this is where we are going to create our instant form. So let me just go ahead and click on the create form. And then now we are on the form type section. So first we need to give our form a name. So I'll call it again a form for a car dealership. Now after that, let's just simply click on the next button. Now on the next page, this is where the intro section is. So for the headline, let me just go ahead and answer something like thank you for your interest. And then for the description, I'll just enter the description I want to use for this form. And then after that, I just simply click on the next button. So now this page, we are now on the question stage. So here, we would like to let people know how the information they are providing will be used. So for example, I'll go ahead and answer something in the line with enter your information, and our sales team will give you a call within 24 hours. All right, and after that, the next thing is we need to choose what information we want to collect from our potential customers. So since we're collecting leads for a car dealership, so I'll collect their full name, email, and phone number. So these are the basic information. But if you would like to collect additional information, you can just simply click on add category and choose whatever information makes sense for your campaign. And after that, just simply again click on the next button. So now here for the link, since we don't have a website or landing pages, we can simply use our Facebook page link and then finally click on the next button. Alright, so now we are on the ending section. So for the ending headline, I'll go ahead and leave it as is, and same for the description. And then for the link, just again use the Facebook page link and paste it right here. And then once everything looks good, just simply click on create form button. Alright, so now that we have created our instant form, now let's go ahead and move on to automate lead delivery. So again, this is where we are going to set up our Google Sheet that will store all the information from our potential customers. So let me go ahead and click on the setup button. Alright, so now let me go ahead and click on create new spreadsheet and then give your spreadsheet the name. So I'll just enter the name I want to use and then click on the create button, and then finally click on the next button. Now under the select a sheet, let's go ahead and choose sheet 1, and then under select a form, so choose the form we created earlier, then you just have to click on the next button. Now we just need to connect our form to the spreadsheet. So all you have to do here is to click on the connect button and then click on the next button again. Alright, so now we are on the validation of your conversion API stage. So this might look a little complicated, but don't worry, I'll go ahead and walk you through it step by step. So the first thing that you should do, we need to send a test lead. So all you have to do is click a test a lead button, and then on the pop-up window that will appear, just click on the view button. So this will take us directly to our Google Sheet we just connected. So as you can see, this is where the information we collected from our leads or potential customer will be restored, such as their names, emails, and contact number. So once you've checked the spreadsheet, let me go ahead and set up the page. Alright, so now click on the Update Now button. So this will take us again to the spreadsheet. So you'll see that Facebook is asking you to update the lead status column. So let's find the lead status column, and once you find it, just change it to any word that you can think of. So for this example, let me just go ahead and put the word good. After that, let's go back to the main setup page. So here we need to validate the lead status for our test lead. So all you have to do is simply click on the validation button, and as you can see, we have successfully validated our conversion API integration perfectly. And finally, all you have to do is to click on the complete button. Alright, so now we're finished setting up our instant form and connecting our Google Sheet. So the next thing that we should do is to set up our ad copy and ad creative. So under ad creative, let's go ahead and choose media. So for this example, I'm going to select image ad because I prefer to use a static image for this campaign specifically. So now let's go ahead and click on upload and choose the image that you'd like to use for your ad. So once the image has been uploaded, all you have to do again is click on the next button. Alright, so now we are at the section where we need to add a ad copy, headline, description, and call to action. So earlier I asked Gemini AI to help me generate a sample ad copy, headline, description, and call to action. So all I have to do now is simply copy and paste it, each one of them into their appropriate section. So after that, once you've added everything, all you have to do again is click on the next button. Now Facebook may suggest a few different versions of your ad image, so you can take a look at that option and simply choose what version you would like the most. Now once you've selected one, all you have to do again is click on next, and then finally click on done. Alright, so just like that, we have finished setting up our Facebook lead generation campaign with an instant form. So all you have to do now is simply click on the publish button. So after that, Facebook will review your ad, and once everything is approved, your ad will eventually start running. And that's how you do it. So if you have any question, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.